What is going on YouTube? It's me, Elias. I'm back here with a new video, and today I'm going to get into the preview about the Cincinnati Bengals at the Baltimore Ravens now that Week 5 is here. This game is a Sunday night game, and it's the Ravens' first divisional rival matchup of the year, okay, on prime time. So, the Ravens are coming off of a close loss to the Bills, and yes, we choked in that game, okay? We choked a 17-point lead. And the Bengals, they're coming off of a 27-15 Thursday night win last week over the Miami Dolphins, okay? Now, we are 2-2, including the Bengals. They're also 2-2 coming into Week 5. And now, speaking of the Cincinnati Bengals, I know that last year they swept us, okay? When we were injury-riddled, they swept us, okay? Like last year in the first matchup, which was at home in Baltimore, they blew us out 41-17, okay? And that was when Jamar Chase, CJ Uzama, and Joe Mixon ran the ball all over us, and they ran the ball down our mouths, and we weren't able to stop them. And then last year in, I believe, Week 16, they swept us, okay, on the year when they won 41-21. Our defense was injury-riddled, okay? But now, coming into this game, I do not want to see the Ravens lose their third home game of the year, okay? Because in this game, I just hope to see the Ravens get back on track in this week, okay? Because we lost 2 home games this year. Week 2, we were leading the Dolphins 28-7, then they made a comeback in the fourth quarter, scoring like 28 unanswered points. And last week, we blew a 17-point lead in the game against the Bills. Now in this game, okay, now that we already have Marlon Humphrey, Marcus Peters back in the lineup, which is good, we have Kyle Hamilton, we still have Chuck Clark, and we also have Marcus Williams, okay? Our secondary is back, okay? And those key players from last year when they got hurt, they're back from their injuries, but they really need to prepare for Sunday night because Joe Burrow, he still throws to Jamar Chase, and he also throws to T. Higgins, okay? T. Higgins, he had a breakout game on Thursday night last week versus the Dolphins. It was like 130 yards and a touchdown, okay? And last year, we were not able to slow down Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, okay? And in this game, in order for the Ravens to do better in the second half, the defense really needs to look out for Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, and the running back, Joe Mixon. Because I know Joe Mixon, he ran the ball all over us last year, besides quarterback Joe Burrow and the Bengals. They're the defending AFC champions. I know that. They lost to the Rams in the Super Bowl last year. I get that. But the Baltimore Ravens, last year they had 3 home losses to close out the season, which was rough. And they were within like 4 or 3 points. We lost to the Packers by 1 point, the Rams by 1 point, and the Steelers by a field goal. Okay? In this game, I hope for the Ravens to make good decisions, okay? And which is like, instead of going for it on 4th of goal, in the previous game, the Ravens should have went for a field goal. And then the Bills would kick a field goal, we would have went to overtime. And John Harbaugh, I would have blamed John Harbaugh if I was a player. But in this game, defense really has to step up. And I hope for this team, for the Ravens in this game, I hope for them to try to hold a lead which is more than 20 points. Because if they blow another 20-point lead, which is against the Bengals at home on Sunday night in 2 nights, our home losing streak continues. And I don't want to see the Ravens drop another home loss, okay? The Ravens have yet to win a game at home this year after dropping to Miami at home and Buffalo at home. We should have won the Bills game. Like, kick a field goal instead of going for it on 4th and goal and throwing an interception to Jordan Poyer. But Lamar Jackson, I hope for him to have a breakout game in this game, okay? And the receivers, they're going to have to look out for Jesse Bates and Eli Apple, including the other Bengals defensive players. Like, they got Jermaine Pratt, Sam Hubbard, and Vincent Ray. I mean, the Bengals, they still got a good defense. Like, Eli Apple, I know he got burnt in the Super Bowl. I get that, but I know that Rashad Bateman, he's not going to play. So Devin Duvernay, Mark Andrews, and James Prochet are going to have to step up for Rashad Bateman, okay? And go face-to-face with the Bengals defense, okay? Justice Hill, he might not play. But Gus Edwards, he could come back because he's been practicing this week. I looked at the news, and he's been practicing. Ronnie Stanley, don't know if he's going to play because it has been 2 years since I've seen Ronnie Stanley play, and it has been a while since I've seen him play. Tyus Bowser, I don't know if Tyus Bowser is going to come back because Bowser, he's one of our key linebackers, okay? So in this game, I hope the Ravens do good, okay? I hope they do good in the second half of the game, okay? Like, if we were to have another 20-point lead, we must please not blow games, okay? It's just week 5. We're 2-2. Going against a division rival that's also 2-2, which is the Bengals, okay? So I hope for Lamar to have a good Sunday night game, including Joe Burrow. I mean, this game could be high scoring, depends on what's going to happen. So yeah, I hope to see J.K. Dobbins get more involved because he had 2 touchdowns last week against the Bills, and he said, "Feed me more." Okay, so Joe Mixon versus J.K. Dobbins, or I should say Lamar versus Joe Burrow, because this matchup is going to be maybe wild on Sunday night, okay? So yeah, hope for the Ravens to do good in this game, and let's hope they get their first home win of the year, okay? I know it's been a while since the Ravens won at home, and let's hope we do not go 0-3 at home. I want to maybe get our first home win of the year, but we'll see. Ravens versus the Bengals on Sunday night. Can't wait for that matchup. Hope it's going to be a good one, okay? Anyways, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Bye.